What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 returning to chance. Today is September 22nd, 2023. We're now going to do a quick market watch. So last week I spoke about Ice Shade Rand Agarine, and I told you guys it was going up in price because of ice barrier support. And I finally realized what Ice Shade could do in that with that ice barrier support. It basically lets you turbo out the new ice barrier level 10 water synchro monster. His name is Lancey. I'll put it right here somewhere so you guys could see it. And basically, one of the effects that is really good in my opinion is the effect that says if this face-up synchro summon card in its owner's control leaves the field by an opponent's card, you can special summon one ice barrier synchro monster from your extra deck, and this is treated as a synchro summon. So it's a good form of, I guess, interruption because it lets you special summon. We're gonna go on to the next ones. So we're gonna be taking a look at Trishula. Trishula is one of the monsters that could be special summoned off of what do you call it? Off of that Lancia synchro monster, that new Ice Barrier synchro monster, and it looks like we have Trishula actually going low on listings for this Secret from High Speed Riders. What else do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we have also the Trishula from Hidden Arsenal 4 going low on listing with 36 listings on the market. They're not too expensive, but they're still under like 50 listings, so I'll call it low on listings. This one's another ice barrier synchro monster you probably want to take a look at because you could bring it out with the new synchro ice barrier monster that's coming out. Trishula Zero Dragon with the ice barrier with this card. This card actually was starting to go up a couple months ago, but with the new ice barrier support, I'm pretty sure this card is going to be something worth looking at. They're only under like $2 right now, with 77 listings on the market. So I would cop my copies if you are planning to play ice barriers later on, because this card could go up in price. It's a good interruption. It says when this card is synchro summon, you could banish up to 3 cards your opponent controls. If this card is synchro summon, if this synchro summon card in those control is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you special summon one Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So it's a really good interruption because, like I said, the new synchro monster lets you special summon an ice barrier monster, and it is treated as synchro summon, so you will get that interruption. But also you could get the interruption from Trishula because it is an ice barrier monster too. And this card says when this card is synchro summon, which the other ice barrier monster does do, it treats it as a synchro summon. You can activate this effect, remove from play one card from each your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard. So I'm pretty sure people are going to be looking to pick these up in order to be able to special summon off the new ice barrier monster. But yeah, that's why Ryan Agarine was going up in price. I think I might cop these again. I remember selling them back when they were like $6-7. Right now they're back at the $6-7 price point, but they were hitting like the $9 price point on our past market watch we did. I'm gonna wait for the hype to cool down and these probably drop down to like the $3-4 price point again. I'll probably buy myself a place to uh, play in like some kind of like water deck, maybe Marinces, because I really like that new Ice Shade monster, and I mean the Ice Barrier monster, Synchro monster, and I think it's a really good interruption. But yeah, we have another card I wanted to talk about on here. It's another Ice Barrier card. This one's technically the highest rarity of this card, Medallion of the Ice Barrier, and it says add one Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. So, and it's not once per turn, so it's one of those cards that you could use multiple times if you draw them in like one hand. And Medallion of the Ice Barrier does have another printing. It has like some common printings as well, but technically this one's the highest rarity printing. It's like a dual terminal rare. 8 listings on the market, and it looks like we have these at $13.99, $14, $17, $17.98, and heading up to like the $20 price point. It looks like we do have a sale at that $20 price point, which is pretty crazy. But before that, we had them at like $7, $5, and $2. So if you guys opened up this set, I didn't really open up the Hidden Arsenal set. I tried to look for some. My brother did open up like 2, 3 of these, and he didn't pull any of these. But if you guys did, you guys should probably go take a look at your bulk, because this is probably where you guys put it, your bulk, and see if you guys had these and sell them off before they go back down. Let's take a look at Medallion. So we do have common printing, comments. So they're under $1. If you do want to play the Ice Barrier deck, you don't have to go for the dual terminal printing of the card. You could go for these right here. They're pretty cheap and they do like the exact same thing. But yeah, those ice barrier cards going up in price, and I just wanted to show you guys why the Ice Jade Aggering was going up in price because of that Synchro monster. I didn't realize that it was a level 10 that you could Synchro summon easily off it. But yeah, you guys probably want to take a look at some of the Ice Barrier Synchro monsters around here that could be summoned off that new Lancia Synchro monster as well. Maybe to pick up for playing in like your Ice Barrier builds in the future. They're kind of cheap still, but I would definitely take a look at them just in case. Next card we have on our list is Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. So this card is actually going up in price because of Unchained. So Unchained does Synchro Summon, and this card basically you could draw 2 off of. Let's take a look at. Let's start with the Premium Gold Rare. So it says if your opponent special summons a Link monster except during damage step, you could special summon this card from your hand. Draw cards equal to the number of Link monster your opponent controls. So they're going to be controlling at least 1. So you're going to be drawing 1 plus 1, so that's 2. Then shuffle cards from your hand into the deck equal to the number of Link monsters they control. So basically you draw 2 and then like recycle 1, which is pretty good because you could draw 2 and get rid of like a break that you probably drew into. But it also gives you protection when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control. Quick effect, you can discard 1 card and negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. So if your opponent decides to use their Unchained monster's effect to Link summon, because they on quick effect they could target a monster you control and Link summon with it, this card can negate it. So it's a pretty cool tech that's being looked at this format. Right now, I mean, we used to have them under $1, and right now they're heading up 63 listings on the market, and we have them heading up to the $2 price point for these premium gold rares. We have the super rares. I remember selling these for around like $5-ish. They were at a low price point under like $2. And right now we have them going up to $4, $5 on the first page. Then we have ultra rares, I think. Yeah, we have ultra rares from Dual Overload as well. These were under $2 back in August, and right now we have them heading up to $7.50, $8, $8, $8, $9, and $9 with shipping. Then the secret rares have gone up in price as well. These were the original printings. I remember wanting to cop a playset of these back when I first started getting into the game, when we were in like Master Rule 4, I think it was, when we had to we were forced to like go into like Link monsters. These were at a low price point of like under 15 to $20 back in August, and right now we have 48 listings on the market. These have now gone up to $22.99 on the first page. Let's go to the second page because most of the listings on there are Korean. We have them at $23.75, $24.73, $25.99, $25.99, $27.95, and $27.99. So they are starting to go up in price, almost hitting the $30 price point. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. How good do you think this tech is going to be, this format, with Unchained probably going to be running and being the deck to look out for this format? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, we have Salamander Great Sunlight Wolf, and I'm only bringing this up because I've seen other Yu-Gi tubers bring this up, and it was going up in price, and that's because it's one of the, I guess, hardest cards to pull from the legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano. And since a lot of people aren't really opening that set, this card is going to be going up in price because it's going to be in demand for those people who are wanting to play the Salamander Great deck. It was at $52, I guess, a couple weeks back, and right now we have it going up. 14 listings on the market. It did go up because Salamander Great Gazelle came off the list, and you could play 3 of these now. So people are looking to, I guess, play this deck, this format. $65.99, $69.90 with shipping, $69.95, $69.99, and heading up to $70, $72.88, $73.99. And we do have sales around like the $60-$70 price point, so people are paying that price for them. But yeah, I just thought I mentioned it because it was going up in price, and it's the highest rarity Sunlight Wolf we have available. But if you are a budget player, you could play the ultra rare, super rares, and commons if you don't want to pick up the ghost rare. Next up, we have Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon from Battles of Legend. So this card is actually going up in price, but it does have a reprint confirmed for next year, I think in February. in the Battles of Legends set. I forgot what the Battle of Legends set is called, but it is set for a reprint. But it is still going up in price. It was at a low price point of like $44, $45 when it did get announced that it was getting reprinted. Now we have 25 listings on the market, and we have listings at $60, $60 with shipping. That's basically $64.99, heading up to $67.95 and $67.99. So it is starting to head back up to that $60 price point. We have sales at $55.99, $40, $55, $71, $45, $57. So no one's only one person has paid over the like $60, $70 price point, but we'll see how it goes. In a couple of weeks, we'll see if more people start to pick these up at like the $60 price point. I would say if you're trying to sell these off, if you have some of these, sell these off if you're not going to play the Dragon Link deck, because I think that's what this card is going to be used for. I would just say sell them off and get your money while you can before the reprint comes in and makes this card go back down in price. But yeah, Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon going up again. Next up, we have Cherubini. This card I actually thought was a good pickup around like the $10 price point, but it looks like it's come back down for the Secret Rare. So we have Cherubini right now at 102 listings, and this was a card that hit a high price one of like $17 a couple months back. We have it at, let's see, $7.50, $7.81, $7.80, $7.80, and $7.94. So it's under $8 right now, which I think is a good pickup because this is one of those cards that could be brought back into the format somehow. And we have ultra rares as well from the 2020 10s. These are at, why isn't my graph showing? I wonder why my graph isn't showing. 75 listings, and we have these at 415, 475, 494, 499, 499. So basically like a $5 to $6 card with shipping. I would say go for the Seekers if you guys do want to pick these up. I think it's going to be a good investment because I don't know where this card would get reprinted at. It already had one reprint in the 2010, so I would say go after the Seeker because it can make a comeback in some format later on. But that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Cherubini. We have M-Pen. So I was taking a look at some book last night, and I noticed we had some Flunderies cards. So I took a look at Flunderies cards and noticed that M-Pen was going up in price for the Secret Rare. We do have a budget super rare available for my budget players. If you guys don't want to go for the higher rarities, we do have super rare available. But we do have the Secret Rare going up in price and low on listings. 22 listings on the market, and we have listings starting at $12, $11.90. That's basically $12.99, $12.99. $13.50 with shipping, $14, $14.75 with shipping, $14.84, $14.89, and $14.90. So yeah, it is going up in price. The Ultra Rare, which is a sneak peek, I guess, M-Pen card from Burst of Destiny set. I mean, from the Burst of Destiny season. This was a card you got like if you attended like the sneak peek the week before it got released. 35 listings on the market. These are actually at $8.30. $8.76, $9.98, $9.99. So like 10-ish dollars for this ultra rare card, which is kind of weird because usually the ultra rare sneak peek card is higher than the secret rare, but it looks like people are going for the higher rarity rather than the ultra rare this time. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Flunderies and M-Pen. I know they just won YCS Cancun this past weekend, and that's why people are probably picking this up to try to play this format. But we'll see how high it hits, how low it goes again. It really depends on how it does this next format. I think it's going to do pretty okay since Cashchiro is out of the format. That was one of the decks that this deck kind of struggled against. But with Cashchiro kind of fading away from the format, next format, I think Flunderies can make a comeback. But let me know down below what your opinions are on Flunderies. We have Chaos Angel next. So this card has been going like up and down over the past couple months, but right now it's starting to trend back up. We did have this card hitting a low price point in August of like $55, and right now we have 34 listings on the market. We have listings at that's basically $70, and we have $73.99, $74.99, $75.99, hitting the $80 price point, which is a new high price point for this card. Let me know in the comments down below what other decks besides Labyrinth you guys could see this being used in. I think Bycios could go into it, or Dragon Link could go into it as well. But I think the most consistent deck that could go into is probably Labyrinth. If you guys have any other decks in mind, let me know down below. But Chaos Angel is going up in price, hitting a new high price point of like $70 to $80. Next up, we have Duality from Battles of Legend Monster's Revenge. So this card I actually picked up this card around like the $10 $11 price point. Then it came back down to like the $9 $8 price point. It looks like right now it's starting to trend upwards. We have 91 listings on the market, and we have listings going up to 1098, 1123, 1124, basically 1140, almost hitting $12. So I could still see this card hitting a high price point one day of maybe like $20, but we'll have to see what deck could abuse it. It's a quick play spell card, and it says tribute one light or dark monster, special summon one light or dark monster from your hand or extra deck with the same original type and level but a different original attribute. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one light and one dark monster in your graveyard, shuffle both into the deck, then draw one card. So it's kind of like a Chaos Space because it lets you shuffle. Well, Chaos Space used to let you shuffle a banished light or dark monster into the deck and then draw a card. So it kind of does the same thing as Chaos Space in its draw effect, but this one makes you target a light and a dark monster to draw a card. So I could see maybe Dragon Link decks replacing Chaos Space with Duality, but we'll see what happens this next upcoming format. But Duality started trend upwards, and I still have hope for it. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys feel about Duality. Tier Elements Cashier we mentioned in our past market watch, and it did hit at like a high price point of like $13. It looks like more people are starting to buy this out, and we have this card going up in price. 13 listings available, and we have this card hitting a new high price point at 1672, 1673, 1674, 1740, 1798, 1849, and hitting the $20 price point. If I were you guys, I would be selling right now since the hype is up. People are trying to figure out new ways to play Cashier, and they're, I think, taking 3 copies of Tier Elements Cashier in their builds, or maybe they're looking to play Tier Elements and are picking these up for that. But either way, I would sell them off because I think this is like the highest price point they're going to reach. I think they're going to come back down later on. But let me know your opinions down in the comments below. How do you guys feel about Tier Elements Cashier? Do you guys see it pushing up higher in price, or do you guys see it coming back down? We have Sprite Blue. The Seeker are actually going up in price. It is above its market price. The market price was at $18. And right now we have 39 listings on the market. Sprite Blue is one of those cards that did not get reprinted in the 10s. It is from Power of the Elements. We have listings starting at $25.79, $25.80, $25.85, $25.99, and heading up to $27.49, $27.50 on the first page. So almost hitting the $30 price point again. We do have an ultimate rare copy, which I think is a good pickup still, since the Secret Rare is kind of at the same price as this. We have this at $27, basically like $28, then $29.97, $29.97, $29.98, $29.99, $29.95, and hitting $31. I think this Ultimate Rare copy is a better pickup than the Secret Rare, because it is technically the higher rarity and it's kind of the same price. So if I were you guys, I would go for the Ultimate Rares instead of the Secret Rares, but the Secret Rares are starting to go up in price. Last card on today's market watch and be Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. So this is a card that every time it gets like reprinted, it's been reprinted like twice already. It keeps going up to like the $15 price point. It starts off at like the $9 price point, then goes up to like the $15 price point. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Zeus because we do have a Zeus reprint coming out later on this year, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming out in like a dual structure deck set with like a Visa Starfrost reprint as well. So if I were you guys, I'm probably going to be selling off my Zeus because I'm not using it at the moment, and I'm going to wait for that reprint later on. But I think these will come down in price once that reprint in the structure deck comes in. We have these, let's see, we have the Ultra Rares right now at, we have them 68 listings, and we have listings starting at $15.87 with shipping, $15.99, $15.99, $15.99 with shipping, $15.99, $16. So yeah, it is like above $15. We have the Secret Rares from Battles of Legend around that same price as well. 1674 shipping, 1699, 1699, 1699, 1717 with shipping. Then we have the Phantom Rage ones. These are the original printing Zeus's 34 listings, and we have these at $18, 1819, 1836, 1981 with shipping, hitting the $20 price point. And after that, we have the Ultimate Rares, which I thought were a good pickup around like the $30-40 price point, and it looks like they didn't go down so much. 41.97, 41.97, 42.50, 42.93, and 42.98. Then we have I know we have a quarter century, right? We have quarter centuries that are like around 150. Then the Starlight around $315. But we're gonna focus on like the more affordable versions, the Ultimate Rares, Secret Rares, and Ultra Rares. So I think if I were you guys, if you're not playing Zeus, I would get rid of them and then pick up the cheaper rarity Zeus from the dual structure deck that's coming out. I'll probably post a picture of it somewhere on here so you guys could see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it is getting reprinted along with like Visa Starfrost, so I would get rid of my copies before the reprint comes in and makes these go down in price. But that's gonna be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.